Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to some bonus amplification. Just a few hours ago, we put up today's Amped Up podcast, and the focus, unfortunately, was Tony Khan slinging a lot of words, taking a lot of shots at Paul Levesque McMahon, Shawn Michaels, and Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And in that podcast, it's a real good listen, a lot of good discussion. I hope you guys, if you haven't already, I hope you can find the time to lock in those earbuds and listen to the discussion we had just a few hours ago, because we talk about, is this a dude that's just very passionate? He doesn't have a PR guy, and he just fires a lot of his emotions out on interviews and on social. Just laugh it off and keep going about your day. Is it one of those things where it's just funny? Or is it one of those things that, no, you have to be the boss of the company. People are looking up to you to be the mature adult in the room. Maybe you shouldn't be saying these things. I really feel we had an honest, in-depth discussion earlier about both when to laugh and when it's crossing the line. Some of the things that he said, I don't feel they were the best, or that it was the best way to go about business coming off of NXT's ratings victory over AEW. I think you got to take the L here and look at the W that you gained. You did hold on to 600,000 viewers. You held your own. Was it a whooping? Yes, but you held your own and you cut into their number. They didn't even hit 1 million with the stacked lineup. They don't need you saying that. You don't need to take shots at Paul, Shawn, Vince, especially the way that it was done. At this point, you just carry yourself head up, dust yourself off, get in a position again to take them on, and keep getting better. Keep getting a better number, keep digging into their lead, and eventually people will actually be looking at you as viable competition. You won't have to tell them your competition. So we had a really good discussion about how much of what he said to Vince, and we went over exactly what he said. You guys are not going to believe this. If you didn't hear it, check out the podcast. What he said to Paul, Shawn, and Vince. He was even going back and forth with fans. But we talk about what is just funny and what is just, you laugh it off because it's Tony, right? We just say, oh, that's Tony. He's wild and he's a funny dude. And then there's times where, whoa, now your roster has to answer to all of this. Everything that you're saying, your own talent is now going to have to answer to this. They shouldn't have to be put in that position. Well, guys, I was not planning on putting up this upload because, again, that Amped Up podcast just went up a few hours ago. But there's been a lot of developments on that story since we've uploaded it. Tony Khan wasn't done. Tony Khan is literally unraveling before our eyes. Tony Khan has absolutely just lost it. The whooping that happened on Tuesday night, he's not getting over this one. After everything he said to Paul and Shawn and Vincent on Tuesday into Wednesday, now he's even taking it to The Undertaker, John Cena, and re-attacking Shawn Michaels, even going back and forth with fans still. Wait till you hear what he said. We have a bunch of stuff that Tony Khan is just unleashing on individuals, and his take on the NXT AEW battle on Tuesday night. This is where the line is drawn. This is where you say, this ain't funny anymore, bro. You should not, as the boss of AEW, be dragging John Cena and The Undertaker down while simultaneously taking a shot at your own company. I'll explain exactly what I mean. Big swig of coffee, lock in your earbuds, smash that up if you haven't already. That goes without saying. Come right on back and let's get amplified. There's a lot to talk about, and I think somebody's got to take the social doohickey machine away from Tony. Somebody has to place Shad Khan. Daddy Khan has to put a PR guy and tie him to the hip of TK. Enough is enough. Wait till you hear what he said, man. After I already put up that upload a few hours ago. BC heard about this. Let's talk about it. All right, so it is clear there's no actual war between WWE and AEW because AEW has a long way to go, right? That's not shade. Even AEW, most AEW fans who use logic, common sense will tell you there's a long way to go. Fans will tell you they're not even thinking of WWE. We're the alternative and we like this better than them. But their boss, the boss of, not their boss, the boss of the company they support is absolutely contradicting the fans. He's saying, no, we are paying attention to them. No, we are in a war with them. You can't win. You know, for those of us that don't like tribalism, we like a good competitive matchup between the two brands and companies, but the tribalism gets carried away. Well, it's hard to get rid of it when Anthony Khan himself is leading it. So there's no real war, but Tony Khan truly believes there is. He wants to beat WWE and he doesn't want to wait. This is where it's almost like a spoiled kid that's not getting his way. And I hate to say that, but that's what he's acting like. You've only been in the business for 5-6 years tops. I'll say 5-ish. And he expects to already be WWE. He's got 3 primetime shows. He's got another company, ROH. He's trying to match them at every avenue and every turn. He's already talking about a video library. He started talking about that in year 1. Dude, chill. Put together a decade, 2 decades, and then talk about a library. Tony Khan thinks he's already in a position to be WWE. It took Vince McMahon nearly 5 decades before he could liquidate in the last few years and actually make that $9 billion. It takes time. You have to build it. Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. But you got to build it. Can't snap your fingers, blink your eyes. Some Harry Potter Expecto Petroleum, wave your magic wand, and all of a sudden you're WWE's competition. But it is clear that he is waging war on World Wrestling Entertainment. It started with Paul Levesque McMahon, Vincent Kennedy, Shawn Michaels. Again, check the podcast out. I tell you what was said, and we have a lengthy discussion on it. I just put it up a few hours ago. But he didn't stop there. He's enraged. And he's carrying this on. This is what he said, guys, about this was just about an hour, 2 hours ago. If I can, in editing, man, I have a lot to do today. I wasn't even planning on cutting this for you guys, this upload. If I can, in editing, I will show you, but I will tell you what Khan said about the NXT defeat, or defeating of AEW. NXT topping AEW, 921,000 viewers to 609 for AEW. Tony Khan just put this out. This week, 2 active decades-long rating streaks from 2 great legends were ended. With all due respect, until this week's head-to-head AEW on TBS versus WWE on USA, neither John Cena nor Undertaker had ever been on a WWE show with under 1 million total viewers and under 400K in the demo. Hold up, because this is out of line now. This is no longer, hey, look at the drunk guy. He's saying stupid things. Let's laugh. Because that's how we were treating Tony, right? And it's all fun. He's passionate. He's a little zany. He's zany Tony. But now we're crossing the line because we actually do want to see AEW succeed because they're the best chance to smack WWE upside the dome piece and create real competition. AEW is our best chance. So if you're a wrestling fan, you better hope for AEW success. But this ain't gonna do it. You're focusing on WWE's rating not hitting 1 million when, bro, the last I checked, your own flagship can't even hit 9 lately. You hit 800 last week on your time slot and night. This week you dropped to 6, moving a night earlier. So you're averaging about 700K. You're talking about 1 million on another company's show, who, by the way, was hitting 500 to 600,000 just a month ago. That's an average. I understand they're stacking the deck, right? They're bringing the main roster talent. They're doing it for a separate reason. That wasn't to put it to the boards to you. They're doing it to try to get the TV rights deal. They're concentrating on their own business. They're on Tuesday nights. They weren't just trying to just take your rating. While doing that, while bringing main roster to Tuesday nights to try to pop the rating to get a better TV rights deal, they ended up beating you in the ratings on your Wednesday night show. You dropped to 8, they hit 857. They weren't trying to do that. You were focusing on them, put together shitty shows, or I'm hearing some good shows that nobody cared about, and you fell backwards, while they did enough to go upwards. Don't player hate. A lot of us know why that was done. And we're saying, yeah, NXT kind of loses its identity by putting all the main roster on. We understand. But this isn't the time to player hate. This is the time to get your own affairs in order. This dude just pulled in 600,000 on Tuesday night. His Wednesday night time slot last week pulled 800,000. He desperately needs to find a way to get closer to 1 million viewers on his flagship show that's been around for 5 years. 4 years, the company's 5 years, right? All in. The point is, it's been around for years. You need to find a way to get at least creep closer to 1 million. And what you're telling the public is this week, neither John Cena or The Undertaker have ever been on a WWE show with under 1 million total viewers and under 400K in the demo. Do you remember what it's like to get 1 million viewers or 400K in a demo? Why is the need to bring Undertaker and Cena into this? They're brought in to pop the rating. They're doing what they're told. You can keep the fight with Paul Levesque McMahon, Shawn Michaels, and Vincent Kennedy all you want. Bring in Ari. Bring in Nicholas Khan. Bring in Brewster Pritchard. Bring in John Laurinaitis. Even though he's not with the company, but fuck it. Let's bring everybody in. You can bring in everybody that wears a suit and a tie. But when you start bringing in the talent, bro, usually when people say, with all due respect, you know there's a zinger coming, right? I've read this 16 times. I'm making an upload about it. I can't believe that this is real. This week, 2 active, decades-long rating streaks from 2 great legends were ended. This dude's firing grenades. Were ended with all due respect until this week's head-to-head TBS AEW versus USA WWE battle. Neither John Cena or Undertaker had ever been on a show for WWE under 1 million total viewers and under 400K in the demo. He's telling you, epic fail. He's telling you John Cena and The Undertaker have lost their touch and their mojo. He's telling you they failed to do something they used to be able to do, hit 1 million. He's telling you that AEW cut into that shit. You know the sad part? He's right. The sad part is that's what happened. I told you guys over the past couple of uploads, while everybody else is saying, wow, NXT destroyed AEW because they pulled in more than half of their audience this week. 609,000 was their total. The deficit was over 300. It was a whooping. But I told you guys, you hang on to that 6 because what you just did is you cut into them. With that stacked deck, they only got 63,000 more viewers this week than last week. NXT had 857 last week. They only got 921. You helped do that. Congrats. You don't got to do this. You don't got to sink down low. Take the high road. You cut into that. Use that in your arsenal for a future battle between you two. This is as low as you can possibly go, guys. This is where I don't know if it's Daddy Khan, Shad Khan. I don't know if it's the most diehard, tried and true AEW fans that finally have to have an intervention. Something has to be done. You can't do this. You literally cannot do this. I'm just dumbfounded that this is he's unraveling before everybody's eyes. This beating that happened on Tuesday, which I don't even think was that bad. We knew it was going to be a landslide. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and use this. Guys, he wasn't done. No lie. There was an image. And again, we went over a bunch of stuff in the podcast a few hours ago. That took up a bulk of that podcast. And we're not even going to discuss what he said to Vince, Paul, and Shawn in this upload. You can go back and listen to that. Again, that was put up a few hours ago. But what I found out is he also, not only the John Cena Undertaker, and again, he's taking a shot at his own company, talking about how, oh, they can't even hit 1 million and 400K in the demo. Dude, you can't! Let's not talk about Collision and Rampage. You can put them together, and they still barely hit 700,000 viewers together. But that's not all that he said. Check this out, man. I'll try to put this in post-edit. I'll try. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but a fan, just put up a Shawn Michaels graphic because since AEW has been around, right? Tony Khan has been winning Booker of the Year. And these are people that are kind of in AEW's pocket, the Meltzy boys, things like that. So they put Tony Khan as Booker of the Year every year. Okay. When it's not truthful because Fuckwad Fred and Danny Dipshit Dugenheimer from the local bingo hall, they've been booking the whole last couple of years down at the local bingo hall, and they've been firing on all cylinders. They should have been Bookers of the Year, but all right, we'll give it to AEW's Tony Khan. So, all kidding aside, this fan put up a nice picture of Shawn Michaels, the cigar, the nice suit, and he's got the Booker of the Year award. Michaels, right? It's just all in fun because NXT won the night. Okay, and Shawn Michaels is running NXT. When we know that was Paul Levesque McMahon, though. Nicholas Khan. They brought everybody there. This was by design. Shawn Michaels is just a soldier that said, yes, sir. Tony Khan actually responded, guys. You can't make this up. Tony Khan says, and I quote, actually, I'm pretty sure that last night blew whatever chance he had at winning that award. He is saying NXT failed miserably. He is saying Shawn Michaels wasn't booking that anyway. You know damn well that was Paulito Levesque McMahon. He says a lot with that. Actually, I'm pretty sure that last night blew whatever chance he had at winning that award. Bro, what if you ever do business with these people in the future, right? It's one of those things, and we talked in that last podcast a little about CM Punk too, and I have the latest on him going to WWE at Survivor Series. But you don't want to burn every bridge. You can be a dick, you can be an a-hole, you can have some fun, you can throw shots and daggers at people here and there, right? Got to be careful though, because you might want to work with them or you might end up working with them in the future. People are not going to forget all the things you're saying and just how obnoxious you're being. I mean, this dude is taking down not just Paul and Vince, okay. He's taking shots at Shawn Michaels left and right. He was just the yes man soldier in all this. There's nothing else he could do. He was being told by much powerful people what's being done Tuesday night. If you think Shawn Michaels called up Nicholas Khan, people power, even though he's not employed by WWE, but he just called up John Laurinaitis, Brucifer Pritchard, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Paul Levesque McMahon. If you think Shawn Michaels called them all up and said, hey, by the way, do you think you can send me Tegan Knox, Asuka, Judgment Day, Bloodline, John Cena, LA Knight, and maybe Undertaker? And fucking Vince McMahon and Paul Levesque are sipping a mimosa going, okay. If you think this was Shawn, come on, bro. There's no reason to take these daggers at Shawn. And this has been going on. He's been taking daggers at Shawn. So Shawn, I believe, recently actually took one back on his social doohickey machine. I don't know. I'm not big on that, but Shawn Michaels sent a shot over, and maybe that enraged Tony even more. But to say that I'm pretty sure last night blew whatever chance he had at winning Booker of the Year. Like, this Booker of the Year is a real thing. It's a couple of nimrods who put together an absolute, atrociously shameful, dreadful BS list, which AEW somehow is at the top of everything. Mind-boggling. So this has become just the AEW awards. Let's be honest about it. Even AEW fans, let's be honest. These awards are just to rename them AEW awards. So the picture of Shawn holding that award, how dare you? Those are the AEW awards. Last night ruined his chance of ever winning it. Because he didn't hit 1 million viewers. For those that say ratings don't matter, and every time AEW fails to hit 1 million, or even 900 or 800,000 a few weeks now, And they say, oh, here comes all the, what do you call them? WWE, what are you, the drones or whatever you call it? I don't know, these little fancy tribalistic names. Oh, here they come. Well, who do you think they're coming for? It's Anthony Khan. Tony Khan's the one starting it. He's telling you, you either hit 1 million or you fail. Isn't that what he's telling you? You hit 1 million or you failed. No more BS in the community. Anthony Khan is telling you this. Tony Khan is telling you this. No more BS. If you're a fan of professional wrestling, let's start holding this accountable. Tribalism exists because of things that Tony Khan is saying and doing. That's why tribalism exists. That's why wrestling fans act a certain way over another. You want to end it, you gotta have an intervention with Tony Khan. This is stuff you would talk about maybe at the boardroom, not directors, he's not publicly traded company, but around a table at the office. You have some laughs and you say, these sons of bitches, look at how they won. Well, you know what? They didn't hit 1 million. Shawn Michaels ain't ever going to win that award. This isn't shit you put public. Guys, he wasn't even done either. He went back and forth with fans. This is just one of them. I don't think I'm going to be able to put this in post-edit, but somebody was saying something, responding to something Tony had said, and Tony actually lashes back to a fan, and I quote, "Then I wasn't talking to you, and you don't even follow me, so why reply?" And then a meme that says, "Who gives a fucking something?" I can't see the end of it, guys. I don't have it on my screen for some reason. It's like a still shot, so I can't get the... Who gives a fucking something? I mean, how many CEOs or bosses can act this way, and you think people are going to follow you and look at you like the mature adult that's going to lead them to success? I want this dude to succeed. I want AEW to succeed. This ain't it, bro. As much as I want to laugh at it with you guys, right? I mean, BC's busy today, as I always am. I would love to do nothing more on a second upload today. The fact that I have to do that is mind-boggling. 2 uploads in a day, which I hate to do because it overlaps one another. And then you have people that follow BC and enjoy my work and in these podcasts, but for some reason they have a phobia of smashing the subscription button and the notification bell. For some reason they just won't do it. So then they don't even know that I put up 2 uploads. I hate overlapping. But I have to do that today, and so if I have to, I would love to just laugh at this. But this is sad, man. The boss is acting like a 6-year-old. Then I wasn't talking. This is to a fan. Then I wasn't talking to you. And you don't even follow me. So why reply? Sorry, guys. I had to take a swig of coffee because I'm honestly trying to comprehend this. The boss of AEW is on a social doohickey machine going back and forth with fans saying, I wasn't talking to you. And you don't even follow me. So why reply? Who gives a fucking whatever, he says. You don't even guys, even if social media and the interweb machine was huge when BC was a kid, which it wasn't, thankfully, even if it was, I still would be the same BC today. I don't get into that stuff. I'm too busy. There's not enough hours in a day. So to see a grown man on social doohickey machines anyway is odd to BC. But then on top of that, to be talking as if you are a kid. You don't even follow me. Why reply? I wasn't even talking to you. Who gives a fucking rat's ass? Literally, who gives a... Dude's unraveling, man. Dude's unraveling. This just screams just a spoiled kid that just maybe always got his way, I'm guessing. And just he can't understand a loss. He can't understand defeat. He thinks everything is just instant gratification, instant W's. I win, you lose. Money will buy everything. Your daddy can't get you out of this one, though, man. You're in a pro wrestling industry, which WWE is rocking it, even when they're not that good. The last 10 years, WWE has not been good. Sorry, not sorry. Vincent Kennedy or Paul Levesque McMahon, Monday Night Raw, absolutely sucks. SmackDown ain't much better most of the time. Not even close. It's right there with Raw, I should say. it's boring and bad. But even a majorly boring and bad WWE is still rocking the industry. Bust your ass, do the due diligence and work, and you'll get to a point where you can start the process of being real competition. But you're not just going to blink 3 times and do a wish like I Dream a Genie, and voila, you're competition to World Wrestling Entertainment. But acting like this, bringing everybody down is not going to help you. I'm telling you. Blaming John Cena and The Undertaker or bringing them down, right? Demoralizing them, saying, these two legends, no disrespect, but you failed to bring in 1 million viewers. He says, how condescending, right? This past Tuesday ended a long streak. This week, 2 active decades-long rating streaks from 2 great legends were ended, and with all due respect, until this week's head-to-head competition with TBS's AEW, neither John Cena or Undertaker have ever been on a WWE show with under 1 million total viewers and under 400K in the demo. The next time somebody tells you, why do you care about ratings? Just remember, not only is the boss of AEW caring so much about them, he's publicly making sure that you care about him. So I don't care if it's an AEW fan or a mixed fan with WWE, the highest of tribalism to I just enjoy wrestling. I enjoy all the companies. I don't care what type of fan. If they ever tell you ratings don't matter or why do you care about ratings or anything like that, you point them to why. You tell them because Tony Khan says so. This is what we set the bar at. What determines a good show and not is if you hit 1 million. That's the start. And then you see where you go from there. Tony Khan tells you why the ratings matter. And then you want to just blame other fans for talking about ratings. But you'll let Tony off the hook. Is that what I'm gathering? I'm sure there will be people in the industry, in the community. They won't even make a big deal out of this. This is a massive story. The owner of AEW, the second biggest company stateside for sure, is unraveling and throwing massive grenade shots at everybody in WWE, from a Cena to an Undertaker to Michaels to Levesque to Vincent to the entire NXT victory, which he's saying, not so fast. You didn't do that good. This is huge. This is a massive story, but it won't fit everybody's narratives, so you probably won't hear much about it, or it'll be spun in a way. It's not a big deal. Just a little upset. That's all. Give him a day in a milk bottle. Give him a pacifier and a new set of diapers. He'll be fine, man. Okay. Cool. And that's why nothing will ever change, because we just let this go without trying to help. There's hope for Tony Khan and AEW. I really hope that one day it's real competition for WWE. This is sad. And I stuck up for the last several podcasts. I've stuck up for them, not meaning to necessarily, not trying to put a Band-Aid on a 600,000 viewership on Tuesday head-to-head, but I was saying this was a victory for all of us. And this is not that bad for Tony. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off. You learned a lot from this. This actually, there's a little bit of a victory in defeat for Tony Khan and AEW this week. And guess what? It all just got shitted on. You know what's weird about Punk and Khan? They have something in common. They both were AEW's biggest obstacle. One of them's gone, and now Tony Khan remains one of AEW's biggest obstacles in gaining real success. He needs a PR guy. He needs it fast. This ain't it. We always laugh, and then we have a little bit of a discussion. Should it be said? This is just sad. I don't know what else is. I mean, this guy's going on. He's unraveling, so there's probably going to be more. What I can tell you is there ain't going to be another upload today. I have too much to do, and I just not wasted. I mean, I love going podcast style for you guys, even if impromptu. And I'll gladly move things around when it's topics like this, because I just love discussing pro wrestling behind the scenes and in the ring. But I've already spent way too much time on these podcasts, man. Together, well over an hour, including the earlier podcasts. So there ain't going to be a third one today. So if this dude continues to unravel, I'll try to garner what I can, and we'll talk about it in tomorrow's Amped Up podcast. I truly hope it doesn't, though. I hope by now people closest to him. I hope that his roster is texting, calling, doing whatever they need and telling him, dude, stop, we need to talk. Bring him in, have a little bit of an intervention. I know that sounds dramatic, but not like the TV show, right? Not everyone's sitting around in a circle and like this dude's like, all right, I'm running away. No, but you just go to a bunch of the guy, Jericho. I can't do no. Jericho loves talking about the ratings and the demos too, not him. Danielson, maybe. Mox. No, Mox has the concussion. He's not in the right state of mind. I don't know. Bring some people that are going to calm him down and just shut him up for a minute and let him see that this ain't it. That's it. That's what I got for you guys, man. Unfortunately, AEW boss Tony Khan is unraveling, and he is not taking this loss good at all. And he is bringing everybody down. To John Cena and Undertaker, this was not their fault, man. This was a combination of a lot of things, including AEW did enough good things to cut into their lead. Why you would have to bring them down and in the process say that because you didn't hit 1,400,000 demo, you didn't succeed at anything. Well, dude, you don't. So now you just made yourself look like an idiot every time you don't hit 1 million in viewership or 400K in the demo. I don't understand any of this. I don't. But I don't have billions of dollars and my dad's not super rich and I didn't grow up like that. So I don't know. I'm from a different mindset. You might not want to burn every bridge. Keep some of those flawless in case you want to turn around, go over it and work with some people. Guys, my name is BC Amplified. This is the Amped Up Podcast bonus edition. Make sure you catch the first podcast that was up a few hours ago. I appreciate that. Smash those ups, and I'll be right back with you tomorrow before SmackDown with another Amped Up podcast. Till next time, there will be that next time. PC saying check you. Peace. Top guys, we out.